I want to set the record straight. Love has nothing to do with relationship. Have you ever noticed something strange? Some of the people who love each other the most have the worst relationships, and some people in perfect relationships don't even love each other more anymore. Now think about that, because somewhere along the line, society sold us a fantasy. If two people truly love each other, everything else will naturally work out, right? That sounds beautiful. It also destroys lives because love and relationships are not the same thing. Love and relationships are not the same thing. And the sooner you understand this, the less suffering you will experience. You can deeply love someone, all right, and still be completely incompatible with them. You can crave someone emotionally and still be unsafe with them psychologically. You can miss them every day and still know they would ruin your future. That's the part nobody talks about, because movies confuse emotional intensity with relationship quality. But real life doesn't care about how strong your feelings are. Real life only asks one question: can the two of you actually function together? That is it. See, love is emotional, relationships are structural. Love is a feeling, relationship is a system, and systems collapse all the time, even when feelings are strong. Systems collapse all the time, even when feelings are strong. This is why some couples are obsessed with each other, yes, constantly fighting, draining each other, cheating, manipulating, breaking up and reconnecting in endless cycles. That's not because they don't love each other. No. Sometimes they love each other too much, but love without emotional maturity becomes destruction. And relationship doesn't survive on chemistry. It survives on skills. It survives on communication. It survives on respect, self-control, conflict resolution. It survives on trust, on consistency. It survives on shared values. None of these things are guaranteed by love. None. And honestly, that realization changes everything, because many people are not, actually searching for healthy relationships. They are actually searching for emotional highs. That dopamine rush, that obsession, that anxiety, that I can't stop thinking about them feeling. That's what most people are searching for. But anxiety is not love. Anxiety is not love. Addiction is not love. Emotional dependency is not love. Sometimes what people call love is just fear of, abandonment, wearing makeup. And that's why people stay in relationships that are destroying them. They don't want to feel alone because they think, if I still love them, I am supposed to stay. No, love is not a life sentence, all right? You are allowed to love someone and still walk away. You can love someone and still walk away. That doesn't make the love fake. It makes you intelligent, because mature people understand something. Emotionally immature people never do. All right? A relationship is not judged by how strongly you feel. It is judged by what the relationship produces in your life. Does it bring peace? Or does it bring chaos? Does it bring growth? Or does it bring exhaustion? Does it bring clarity, or does it bring confusion? What does it bring? Does it bring confidence, or does it bring insecurity? Because if loving someone constantly destroys your mental health, self-respect, and future, then that relationship is failing. Even if the feelings are real, that relationship is still fake. And this is where many people get trapped. They think love is rare, but actually, compatibility is what is rare. Compatibility is rare. Emotional discipline is rare. Mutual respect is rare. Two people being psychologically healthy at the same time, that is very rare. That's why attraction alone means almost nothing. Attraction alone means almost nothing. You can be attracted to someone who activates your childhood wounds. You can feel intense chemistry with someone emotionally unavailable. You can feel sparks with someone who is terrible for your future. All right? Your emotions are not always a GPS. Sometimes they are just, a reflection of unresolved trauma. And this is why emotionally healthy relationships often feel boring to people used to chaos. All right. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, because peace feels unfamiliar. Peace feels unfamiliar for them. There is no constant panic. There is no mixed signals, no emotional roller coaster. Everything is just stable. It is just stability. And people addicted to emotional turbulence mistake stability for lack of passion. That is dangerous, because the healthiest relationships usually feel safe. It doesn't feel intoxicating. Now let's go deeper. A lot of people say if you really love someone, you will accept them exactly as they are. No. That sounds nice on social media. But in reality, relationships require standards. Relationship requires standards. You can love someone and still reject their behavior. You can love someone and still refuse disrespect. You can love someone and still say, this dynamic is unhealthy. Because unconditional love should never mean unconditional access. Read that again. Unconditional love should never mean unconditional access. Just because you love someone doesn't mean they automatically deserve unlimited access to your time. Doesn't mean they automatically deserve unlimited access to your body, to your attention and future. Access should be earned through behavior, not feelings. And this is why relationships fail when people rely on emotions only. Feelings change. Some days you feel connected, some days you don't. Some days you feel deeply in love, other days you feel irritated. That's normal. But commitment is what carries relationships through emotional fluctuations. And commitment is not emotion, it is discipline. Commitment is discipline. It is not emotion, which means successful relationships are less about finding the perfect person and more about becoming emotionally capable. That's the uncomfortable truth. People want soulmate energy without self-awareness. They want deep love without communication skills. They want loyalty while entertaining attention from everybody else. They want peace while refusing accountability. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. A relationship magnifies who you already are. It magnifies who you already are. If you're insecure, if you're emotionally impulsive, if you're dishonest, if you're immature, love will expose it. It will not fix it. And maybe this is the biggest misunderstanding of all. Love does not heal people. Love does not heal people. Awareness is what heals people. Responsibility heals people. Therapy heals people. Growth heals people. Love can support healing, but it cannot replace it. And when two unhealed people try to use love as medicine, they usually end up bleeding on each other. Now, here's the part most people don't expect. Real love is actually quiet. Real love is actually quiet. It's not always dramatic. It's not constantly proving itself. All right? Real love is consistency. Real love is it's emotional safety. It's someone making your nervous system relax instead of panic. Right? It is honesty, even when honesty is uncomfortable. It's choosing respect during conflict. It's reliability. Ironically, that kind of love rarely goes viral online because chaos is entertaining. Toxicity gets attention. Healthy relationships look simple from the outside, but simple is powerful. And maybe that's the lesson. Stop measuring relationships by emotional intensity. Stop. Measure them by emotional stability, because love alone has never been enough. It has never been enough for marriage. It has never been enough for commitment, not for long-term happiness. No. A relationship survives where two people know how to manage themselves, not just love each other. And once you truly understand that, you stop chasing feelings. You stop chasing feelings and start choosing peace